Hello, everybody, and welcome to English 1302 in the December mini session. I am Dr. Mary Lawson, and I'm going to be working with you this semester. I'm coming to you from my son's bedroom because this is the only quiet place I could find. So what I want to do in this video is just kind of introduce you to the course, walk you through where to find the material and what you're going to be expected to do. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so this is our course homepage. If you're watching this video, then you know how to get to the course homepage, so I'm not going to belabor that. Let me put this in student view so that you see how it's going to look like. So here we have, these are the only things you really need in this class: the syllabus, the modules, your grades, and then the link for tutoring. There's going to be a to-do list over here. That list will not contain reading assignments that you need to complete. So please make sure that you are looking at the modules. Don't pay attention to this as much as you look at the modules. So to begin this course, you're going to read everything in the Start Here module. We'll do that in a minute. You can navigate through the course. Here's information about contacting me. If you want to have virtual meeting, we can always do that. We need to make an appointment. My response time is there. And then if there's any course changes, please make sure, this is right here, that you are contacting me through the Canvas inbox or HCC email. I cannot respond to emails sent outside of those, like from a Gmail or a Yahoo or something like that, due to privacy issues. So let's start by going through the syllabus, which is at the syllabus link. Not sure what is happening. Let me reset. Let me leave the student view and see if that's gonna, there it is. Okay. So the syllabus is here. I just want to point out a couple things. This is an online anytime course. This is not a correspondence course. Online anytime means that you are working through the material and that you are submitting things by the due date. There's course description, the objectives, core curriculum objectives, student learning objectives. You can look at all of those at your leisure. The word count requirement, which is standard in our English department for composition courses, is that you will write 5,000 words over the course of the semester. And that includes everything: essays, discussions, journals, all of that. Our department-specific AI statement, the college and the department do not allow for unauthorized use of AI. And so that y'all know, individual faculty get to set their own specific rules for that. So I want to go through this and make sure that you understand it. Any assignment that includes in whole or in part AI content. So if you have AI assisted writing, AI generated text, AI paraphrasing, if you've used information from chatbots, translation sites, text spinners. The one I found out the other day was Quillbot, which is a paraphrasing site. You cannot use that. Grammarly, don't use it. It's going to pull up as AI generated and you will get a 0 on that assignment. So the AI policy is different than it's in addition to the plagiarism policy that we all have. So I would much rather you write your own essay. Maybe it not sound as good because AI generated writing, even though it's perfect grammatically, often doesn't have the depth of good, strong student writing. And that's what we're looking for. So stay away from it. Do your own work. Instructional materials. This course has open educational resources. So that means that you will not have to pay for a book or any kind of software or anything like that. Assignments, we'll do 3 major essays and we'll have journals, discussions, and quizzes. Normally I have 1 journal, 1 discussion per week. Since this is a 4-week course, we do about 4 weeks of what would be in a normal 16-week course each week in this course. So each day is almost a week's worth of things. So most days you will see a discussion, a journal, those kinds of things. Incompletes are for the end of the semester. I usually don't give incompletes unless there's an emergency at the end. So my policy on daily work. you've got things that are due by a due date that's indicated in Canvas. So let's just say that something is due on December 18th. If you can't get it done, that's okay. Do your best. If you can't, then you can submit it all the way up to the due date for whatever essay is in that unit. So let's say that the essay is due on December 26th, but this assignment is due on December 18th. As long as you get it done before the 26th, I will take it. There will be no penalty. The only thing is that I'm not going to comment on it. So if it's something where there's like works cited practice and you get like a 72 on it, I'm not going to comment because I've already commented on all those. So you'll get the grade, but no comments. Obviously, you can see where that would be an issue if it's something that, I'm grading so that you can then fix it to put in your essay. But I do understand that, especially in this short time period, and y'all are working and trying to take classes. So I get it that sometimes you get behind. I would just caution you not to get too far behind. This number 6 is important. You can only submit work once. So unless I ask for a rewrite, one time is it. If you don't like your grade, then it just is what it is. Essay submission is a little different. So each essay is going to have a rough draft, peer review, final draft, and reflection. The rough draft and the final draft have to be submitted or you will fail the assignment. All right. So make sure that you submit both. These right here, the deductions are what I want to make sure you look at. The essay you submit is the one I'm going to grade. So make sure you're submitting the correct assignment. If your rough draft is late, it's 10 points off per day on the final grade. If it doesn't meet the length requirement, it's 10 points off on the final grade. If you don't peer review, it's 10 points off. Late final drafts are there, 10 points per day. If it doesn't meet the length requirement, it's 10 points. So you can see here how people start off, could potentially start off with a very low grade. So make sure that you're getting your stuff in, make sure you're doing it on time, make sure you're following directions. There is one exception, and that is if on essay 1 or 2, you are not satisfied with your grade, as long as you have met all those requirements for submission date, for length, for number of sources, then you can rewrite. So that's only on essays 1 or 2. We will not have time on essay 3. Academic integrity. You can read through this. If there's one instance of academic integrity, it's a 0. Of academic dishonesty is a 0 on the assignment. 2 is an F in the course. All right. So there's some examples here. Using source materials without citing properly. And we're going to go through MLA citation and how to do all of that. Buying a paper obviously is an issue. Working together when you haven't been given permission to work together is an issue. And then unauthorized use of AI generated materials. So make sure you're aware that AI such as ChatGPT or other websites that offer to write or help you write essays fall under bot or software generated content. So make sure just don't use it. It's not worth it. As for grammar and spelling, when you submit your rough draft to turnitin.com and it gives it back to you, it does mark some of the grammar on there. So that will help. I believe Microsoft Word also has a way to check grammar now, so you can use that. If you do not have Microsoft Word, the college does offer you a version of Word. So to get to it, you log into your HCC email. Up at the very left, there's going to be one of those squares with 9 dots. Click on it, and there's Microsoft Word there, and you can use that. Let's see more information about academic integrity. So attendance, HCC policies that you can't miss more than 12.5% of class hours. So that's a little bit more complex in an online course. So 12.5% of class hours in a regular 16-week class is 6 hours of class, which would take you 2 weeks. Okay, it's roughly 2 weeks. So in this course, what I have said is it should be 2 days, but I've said three days. Okay, so if you miss 3 days, then you cannot pass the course. If you miss more than 3 days, you cannot pass the course. The first 2 days of class, you'll have 3 assignments that you must complete to be allowed to continue. So they are discussion 1, the meet and greet, and the syllabus quiz. Make sure that you complete those. Okay. And I'll show you where to find it in just a moment. You can read the stuff about student conduct and devices. I would not recommend accessing Canvas on your phone. You won't see all of the, you won't be able to see its full function. Okay. And sometimes it puts you in at weird places and you can't get to other things. So do it on a computer. So that's just student success, what I just talked about, that we're moving really quickly. Our social justice statement is here. If you feel like you're experiencing discrimination, you can call this number down here. That's our Office of Institutional Equity. Oh, wrong thing. There's links to policies here in the handbook that you can go to if you want to. You can see different links here. Campus carry, which doesn't affect us because we're not on campus. Office of Institutional Equity. Ability services. If you have a documented disability, you need to make sure that I get your accommodation letter. If I don't get your letter, I cannot provide the accommodations. So make sure you get that. Mandatory reporters. I am a mandatory reporter. And so if you write something in an essay about sexual harassment, it lists it right here. Sexual harassment, dating violence, domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, then I automatically have to report it. And if I don't, then I can lose my job. And that's for any person at HCC. So please make sure you know that. You can talk to me about it, but I do have to report it. The link to the Dean of Students is there. Information about student success. You need to make sure you're reading, that you're completing your work, and participating in any activities. There's information about Canvas, which you're in if you're seeing this. My responsibilities and your responsibilities, you can read through those. Copyright statement. Any materials in any one of our courses are covered by copyright. And so if you or anybody posts any course materials after the course, then it can be reported for a violation of copyright. Sensitive and mature content is there, EGLS 3. All of these different things are here for you. The instructional modalities, we are online anytime. And then if you have any concerns about the course, I am the department chair, and so it's usually me that people would contact, but I have listed the Dean of English and Communications, her email there, so that you can contact her if you have problems. So I'm going to go to the home page, back to the home page, and I'm going to start at the Start Here module. And here is information about the course. There's a welcome letter that you can read here, discussion instructions, and then information about communication and etiquette, how you should act. Ability services, again, if you have a documented disability or need to get a disability documented, you can go there. Information about how to succeed. And then this is just general student information that you can go through as you wish. So module 1. This is where you're going to come to start your first essay. So I'm going to click here first. Most of these links are clickable, so make sure you're clicking. And this is our Unit 1 calendar. Okay, so everything on here is what you're going to complete every day. Remember, every day is like every week is like 4 weeks. So every day is like a week. Okay, so it does look like a lot, and it is, but we're not meeting in class, and it's more time than it normally would be. So like I said, these 3 assignments are due by December 20th if you want to stay in the course. So make sure you get those done. And this is going to tell you every day what you need to get done. So you will see that your first essay is due on Tuesday, December 26th for the final draft. The rough draft is due Friday, December 22nd, if you need to mark that. Okay, so that's our calendar. For Monday, those 3 assignments I keep talking about are right here. Those have to be completed so that you can continue in the course. Let me just show you. Let's do the meet and greet so I can show you what it looks like. There will be directions always. At the bottom, you'll type your reply. and then you can reply to other people as well. So these first assignments are designed to make sure that you know how to, oops, I'm in the wrong place. Make sure that you know how to complete a quiz, complete different discussions before we move on to the course. So on Tuesday, you're going to read this lecture, start with reading it. It is a little long, but make sure you read it. You're going to read this article. And let's make sure it should open in another window. There it is. And then we're going to annotate. Now I know there is a better way to do this annotation, but I just couldn't. This is what was in my head and I couldn't get past it. I made that note at the top of this too, because I just couldn't. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your name down here and you're going to click on your link. And it should open. If it doesn't, let me know and I will give you access. I think I got them all set correctly, but I just want to make sure. So you're going to annotate this for Ethos, Pathos, and Logos, which is what the first lecture was about. And to do this, you can highlight and then add comments there. So you're going to annotate in your groups different articles. So make sure you're clicking on your own group. All right. And that's Monday and Tuesday. These optional videos are actually optional. They come from a YouTube site called Rewrite Site. And I really like it. I think that he does great videos. So this is just supplemental if you want some more information about Ethos, Logos, and Pathos. If you don't, or you feel like you've got it, then that's fine too. So I haven't published the Wednesday work yet because I'm still kind of working through a few things. So let me stop sharing. Okay. So that's a quick overview of the course. What we're going to be working on this semester, we're going to start with just an article analysis. It's important to be able to read and think critically about things that you read. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to move into persuasion. Persuasion is one of my least favorite forms of writing because it's basically your opinion. So what we're going to do is start with persuasion and then talk about how to turn that into a strong argument. So it will build from SA2 to SA3. The beginning unit is really probably one of the hardest to get through because it's got like all the information about citation and paragraph structure and essay structure and all that. And then once you've got those things, then you can move on. Then it's a little bit easier to kind of navigate through the course. But that's the way the course is set up. So the three essays are there, and then there will be reading and writing assignments each in each unit. So if you have questions, again, my email is mary.lawson@hccs.edu, or you can email me through the Canvas inbox, and I'm always willing to help. If I don't respond in 48 hours and it's business hours, then send me another email. It may have gotten lost in my inbox. All right. Again, I'm here to help. Let me know what you need, and I hope we have a great semester. Thank you.